All right, let's do a ticket from Javier here. Thank you, Javier, for submitting tickets. How to check if how to check emails if they are malicious, and it says what would be the best way to check an email for maliciousness, like spam email or emails that come with malware. Like if a spam email comes with malware, it gets through our email protection proof point. How should be handled? This is great. Is it okay to take malicious file and move it to desktop to scan for viruses and upload it to well, looks like he linked to something, and I'm not going to link on this because it could be a virus, but I'm sure it's not. I'm not going to click on that. And if it's clean, then can tell user is okay to open. So this is great. I'm going to open up my Outlook and first tell you what to look for. And I kind of hinted to this just by not wanting to click on your link here, because this is how you would look out for malicious files that could be downloaded to your computer. So this could take me to a website that will automatically, possibly, install some kind of, automatically start downloading stuff. Stuff that you would normally click on. It would automatically click it on for you, or activate the download, and it would start downloading stuff. And it may not execute right away, but as soon as you go to your downloads folder, as soon as you go to downloads folder, you may see it in here, and then you click on it and you start installing stuff, right? You don't want that. This is why you need a separate administrator login, just like I told you and I showed you how to use, so that malicious software can't run easily on your computer. Now I think virus total here, I don't know what this is for sure, but I'm going to double check to see if it's a real thing. It might be a virus reporting website or something. Okay, so yeah, it looks like it's just a virus reporting website. Ah, look at this. Is virus total trusted? And Microsoft's solution here, or conclusion, is that virustotal.com is a fake and randomly generates false list of malware. Now this could just be a reply from somebody, but it doesn't matter. And it says here, Virus Total is a website created by a Spanish security company, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. If this is the website that you use to report viruses, that's fine. I wouldn't worry about it. This is usually done by antivirus software automatically, so I wouldn't necessarily go in there and try to do all of this stuff. So here's Outlook, and as I've dictated, to look for suspicious emails and things that might give you a virus, look for things that look, for example, sketchy. First thing is links. Always look at the links. You can hover over a link and see what it says here. And here's just an email that I got, that it says you're receiving email because we have declared critical alert on your AdSync service. This is something I've installed on my Azure, not Azure Active Directory, but my Server 2016 machine, and installed Azure AD Active Directory Connect, which connects Server 2016 to Azure Active Directory. Well, that was done on a virtual machine, and virtual machine is not up all the time, so I'm getting these notifications. And look for things that are like links. First thing first, like what's a link, right? And you look at it and you hover over it. If you hover over it, it gives you an idea what it is. And this is here, docs.microsoft.com. I know that's safe because I've heard of this website, right? I've heard of I've heard of Microsoft.com, so that's probably fine. And here is a thing that's also automatically done by Microsoft and a lot of other software, a lot of email software, and that is that they block images, because images can contain links that will also take you to different websites that would give you viruses. And here's an example of this, actually. If there's a problem with how you view this message, click here to view in the web browser. Click here to download pictures. To help protect your privacy, Outlook prevented automatic download of some pictures in this message. All right? And then I can change it or view it and this and that, but it's just going to click view in browser, and we're going to see what happens. Oh wow, IE is still installed on this computer. Well, let's use Edge. And what this does, it just kind of downloads the whole thing locally, and then you can view the image, right? And all it is just this Microsoft Azure icon. All right, and there's a lot more to look for, and the suspicion that can come up when it comes to phishing and the virus emails is that hover over and check out the email itself. Email itself name, for example, it says here Microsoft. It can be spoofed, but if you hover over it, it will tell you what the actual email address is, right? And it says here this one is Azure no reply Microsoft.com. So we know that this email is indeed coming from Microsoft.com. Same thing if you're working for a company and you get this email that went through the system that wasn't caught by the by anti-spam system, if you will, then you can hover over it and see, if it's really coming from that. Now, big red flag is that if this showed up as, for example, some blah 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 random email address, then you know it's some kind of a scam or a virus, because they're spoofing, meaning that they're making it look like it's coming from Microsoft, but it may not be coming from Microsoft. So that's one thing to look for, and that's one big thing to look for. And if you scroll down, look for basically look for sentences with bad spellings, bad grammar, and this and that. Unfortunately, a lot of spam and scam emails come from foreign countries, and for those reasons, you want to look for errors in spelling and grammar, right? And if you suspect it, and if you suspect an issue, never download these things to your computer. Like Javier asked here, is it okay to take the malicious file and move to desktop? It's not okay. The reason it's not okay is because unless it's your job, unless you work for the security part of your company and you have a dedicated machine that's off the network, then it's not a good idea to get downloaded and play around with this. What you would want to do is forward these emails to phishing for your company, and they are basically the people who are going to look into this and do what you're asking me to do. So you would simply forward this email like this. We're just going to set up forward, and it says, do you want to download external content? It doesn't matter. I'm going to say yes to all of it, and then I'm going to forward it to phishing at Microsoft.com. So whatever the companies that you look for, they should have an email address that looks like this. And if you have a security department, they will look into this. And sometimes they do test emails that looks like, hey, you won lottery or something. You click on it and it takes you to a website that says, aha, we were testing and you failed. You fell for it. So, it's kind of an educational thing. And basically, so you would forward this to the phishing. Now, let me see. Did I talk about everything that you asked me? Okay. And it says here, and if it clean, is it clean to tell the user is okay to open? No, never tell user to open any of these emails or any of these files that may be downloaded. And if it is a known virus, then Windows built-in antivirus should detect it. It should detect it and take care of it. If it's a 0-day virus, then it won't find it. It will not, it will just be, it's way too dangerous. There's no 0-day means that I literally just made this virus and no antivirus software knows about it. No antivirus program knows about it. That's what a 0-day virus means. So under no circumstances is it okay for anybody aside from people who are actually part of the security team are allowed to play around with these malicious files. The best thing you can do is just forward it to phishing. I'm sorry, that was very wordy and very long-winded. I apologize, but it is what it is. I feel like it's very important to know. So I'm going to say phishing scam and virus emails should be forwarded to security. So I'm going to say group. Typically, I'm gonna put it in quotes. Phishing at security.com or whatever else is used by your company. Never open or work with downloaded files from an unknown source. Please watch my video explaining what to look for in bad emails. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Please watch my video that explains. Why is this? Whatever. Okay, well, whatever. Okay. I'm going to close this ticket.